Hello everybody, Tracy Hackler, joined by special guest Jeremy Kerley, former TCU standout wide receiver, electrifying return man.
Appreciate that.
Well, YouTube doesn't lie. YouTube doesn't lie, and you're here at Panini America headquarters. You just signed a bunch of autographs for what will be some of the most coveted rookie cards of 2011, and you're preparing for the NFL draft. What's that process been like for you so far?
I mean, it's definitely a learning process, but I mean, I'm trying to make the most out of everything. You know, it's still a notch on my belt that I'm trying to knock off. You know, it's a dream to go to the NFL and play in the NFL. So, you know, I'm taking everything in and just enjoying it.
Talk about the season that you had personally and that the team had last season at TCU, one of the greatest seasons in school history.
Definitely. To play in a Rose Bowl is something I remember for the rest of my life. You know, I think it's something that you can't take in as much right now, but when you're 40, 50, years down the road, it'll be something that you look back on. And I mean, not a lot of people get to play it, so it's something that you got to take as a privilege. And to come out with a win, that was definitely great for the city, great for the players. So just my overall career at TCU, I'm proud of. You know, it's something that I could look back on and say, I did everything that I could have did.
Now, speaking of the city, you played high school football in Tiny Hutto here in Texas. What was your team nickname?
The Hippos.
The Hippos.
The Hippos, yeah.
Now, when you were tearing it up for the Hippos in baseball and football, probably every sport imaginable, was playing in the NFL, was that a dream of yours?
I was definitely a dream. It was definitely something that was always in the back of my head. I have a plan every time I take any position on any sport, any playing grounds, and just going to the NFL has always been something that's been on my radar, and just to be so close to it it feels like a dream come true already.
Now, do you care where you go, who picks you? Does any of that stuff matter?
No, it doesn't matter. I have a preference. I would like to stay close to home. Just so my family can have an opportunity to come out and see me. But when you get this close, you don't know who's gonna pick you. When you're on the clock, you're on the clock. Anybody can get you. So I got a preference, but I take it anyway.
Have you done a lot of the team interviews with a bunch of the different personnel folks?
Yes, I've had a couple of interviews, with a couple of different teams, and I mean, like I said, it's hard to see who really likes you more than another coach. So I mean, you just gotta bear with it, and it's a process. And when it's all over with, I'd definitely be happy just to sit back and be comfortable with whatever team I pick up.
And what's the craziest question that's come up in that process? Is there anyone that stands out?
Oh man, there's a lot of crazy questions. One I can remember. I think a coach asked me what I love most about football. Just to get that question over and over, it's kind of like, you kind of get tired of answering the question, but I mean, I love football. That's why I play. That's definitely my reason for playing football. It's for the love of it. But not too many crazy questions. But I mean, it's just the ones that I got were mainly just repetitive.
Right. And kind of taking it back to football cards and what you're doing here for Panini America. Did you collect much at all growing up as a kid?
I mean, I wasn't really scrapping that much, but I mean, my grandpa was really big into cards. I tagged along with him a lot, so I seen a lot of cards, but didn't collect a lot of them.
And then how do you feel about having your own NFL fully licensed rookie card?
Man, that's like a dream come true. Just to have something of yours, and just to look at it. I don't know, man. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling.
Well, I've brought a stack of cards here of NFL receivers, which you will be officially sometime next week, and just kind of wanted to get your first thoughts on these guys. First is Michael Crabtree.
Just a raw player, Crabtree was real big on basketball. I mean, his style of play is kind of like he's on a basketball court. It's a looseness, how he gets up and how he uses his feet. I kind of emulate my game after him a little bit, as I do a lot of players. But Crabtree's just a raw player. I like that. Definitely like that.
All right. Next one is Calvin Johnson.
Oh man, just he's a beast out there. He was like a beast on a pitcher. But yeah, he definitely knows how to take over a football game. And I mean, he's just a raw player.
All right, next one is Roddy White.
Roddy White, man, I just learned about Roddy White this past year. You know, I didn't know much about him. I watched his play, and I love the way he plays. He's accountable. He's an accountable receiver. So.
Well, that's a big compliment. Marcus Colston?
Man, something kind of like Calvin. You know, he knows how to take over a game. He's a bigger receiver, so he's definitely a game taker.
Another beast, Andre Johnson.
Man, you put on all the beasts, man. Like I said, takes over the game. You know, very physical receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical.
All right, now the counter prototype guy, Wes Welker.
That's my pops. That's my long distance pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think everything that I do on the football field is a custom to what he's doing, and I mean he's very elusive. You know, he's set in his ways. So I mean he's a very good football player.
All right, last one. It's not a receiver, but it's a guy that you might like.
Oh man, he don't want to see me one-on-one. I promise you.
It's Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, Kobe Bryant is by far my favorite player. You know. Nobody in the game is doing it like Kobe. Nobody in the game is doing it like Kobe. He's a pure scorer, a pure player, and I mean that's almost my favorite player in the game right now.
Well, that's good feedback, man. We're excited to have you on Panini America Trading Cards. Wish you nothing but the best next week and in your NFL future, man. Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeremy. That's it. See you. Go.
So, because he's your favorite player, on behalf of Panini, we have to give you this special Kobe Bryant box right here.
Oh yeah, this is legit right here.
But then you gotta open it though. You gotta open it though and see what it is.
See what you're talking about.
There you go, man. Those weren't even handed out, given away. Those were done just for us. So there you go.
Yeah, that's legit, man.
There you
Appreciate
go.
it, man.
There you go, man.
Appreciate that.
From Kobe's family to you, man. There you go.
Appreciate that, man.
There you go, bud.
Panini for life, but.